know how I'm gonna do this another day. But when you look into my eyes, it gives me strength, and I'll stay with you when the night gets too dark, and I'll stay with you when you can't lift your arms. I'll hold you up, I'll stay with you. 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 No matter what, in darkest nights, I'll always be by your side. No matter what, in darkest nights, I'll always be by your side. No matter what, in darkest nights, I'll always be by your side. By your side, and I'll stay with you when the night gets too dark, and I'll stay with you when you can't lift your arms. I'll hold you up, and I'll stay with you.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome in here. So, I'm sorry I didn't go live last night. I was sitting in the ER. And, yeah. So, if you remember, I had problems Friday and Saturday with my dogs getting out. So, Sunday, I went and got chain link and started putting up, because my neighbors have a privacy fence there. Well, the boards are rotten, and my dogs figured out they could break the boards and get underneath. And I think it's because one of my male dogs is not been fixed yet, and he wants to get out to find female. Well, anyway, so I started putting up this chain link fence. I decided I could attach the chain link fence to the privacy fence, have it buried in the ground, and put concrete at the bottom of it, and then my dogs wouldn't be able to get out. And my husband wanted to pay. He called the people to find out about how much it would cost to get a chain link fence installed around the back of the yard and everything, and it was going to cost way more than we could afford. Like $1,500 for just a 100-foot section. And he wanted to know if the neighbor wanted to go in halves on it. And I'm like, they're not going to go in halves on it. They're not. They've got the privacy fence there. They've done their part, you know. So he said, but they can take it down. I said they probably wouldn't. So anyway, we determined we couldn't afford it. So I went and spent $600 to buy the electric fence to keep the dogs in. Well, the first day, the dogs just went right through it, no problem. Because they hadn't acclimated, the collars hadn't acclimated to the GPS on the electric fence yet. So by yesterday, the dogs had all figured out the electric fence, and now they're all three afraid to come out of the basement. So, but I can't push down with my left shoulder yet. So, anyway, yesterday I was working on the fence all by myself because CJ was going to school, and I stepped over some blocks and lost my footing and went down and got a concrete block to the side right here under my arm and I jammed my shoulder. We thought we messed up my rotator cuff. I went to the emergency clinic here in urgent care or whatever they call it here in Augusta, and they said, she said, well, I'd have to send you to our base station, our base unit, to get x-rays, and then it'd be 24 hours before I know the answer to the x-rays. And I said, that's El Dorado. And she said, yeah. So I said, never mind. I said, I have something I have to do at 4 o'clock. I said, as soon as I get done with that, I'll go to El Dorado. So she said, because it sounds like you might have a punctured a lung with it. I can tell you're having trouble breathing. So I told my daughter what was going on, and she cared enough to get a little upset because I didn't want to go straight to the ER. And she's like, your lung could be filling full of blood. And she said, I love you, but I'm calling Butch. Okay. So she calls my husband. And then he calls me back and he says, your daughter has a good point. I said, yeah, but also I have another commitment I have to keep. I said, because if I called her right now and told her that I couldn't come because I fell and I had to go to the ER myself, I said, it would look suspicious. And I said, no matter how true it was, because it would be 100% true, she wouldn't believe me. She'd think I was trying to get out of doing the right thing, which is taking her cat that my dog bit to get checked on. So anyway, that long story short, I made a video of me fixing the fence and cementing it in and everything. And I took the cat. I didn't take a video of taking the cat to the vet, but the cat will be fine. And I'm going to add this to the stage. I got to turn my volume up so you can hear it. And let's listen. I cut out the video, the intro to this. This is a video that I'm going to post on Facebook, but you get first choice at seeing it.
Well, excuse the way I look. I'll show you why in a minute. Okay, here, let me turn this around. This is my
how to make it look bigger.
Right arm. This is my left arm. This is not malicious intent. This is my dog showing love. Okay? So, he has decided he could get out. So what I'm doing, we have piled rocks. You can see piled rocks and piled rocks and piled rocks and down this fence, trying to keep my 3 dogs into the yard. So today I went and bought some chain link. I have to tighten it right here. And I brought it around this corner because I found that my dog could come through right here. And it's attached to this fence right here at this corner, and then screwed to the privacy fence. It's buried in a trench down in the ground here. And then I'm lining the trench with brick.
Hello, ladies. Manda Panda and Justice Jane. Welcome in. Thank you for being here. I'm showing how I put the fence up. I did this all by myself.
Bricks on this side. And then I'm going to go back in behind it with concrete, cement, and cement the bricks into the trench so that the dogs cannot come out. Hopefully. Now, if you know a reason why it won't work, please feel free to let me know in the comments why digging a ditch and putting the concrete, because you can see the chain link goes all the way down in the ditch. And then I'm putting the bricks up here, and then I'm going to go back over all of it with concrete to concrete the bricks to the fence and the fence to the bricks. And then I have to come down here and move all this. I've got another 50-foot roll. That's just 50 foot of fence that I put in today. And then I got to move all this. And I got another 50-foot roll, and I'm going to go around to the side of my RV garage. So, right down here. But I'm having to, as I'm putting fence in, I'm having to move all this stuff out of my way that I'm using to try to block holes in the fence. And then I'm attaching the fence to I'm pulling it as tight as I can possibly pull it. I step on it like this, put it down here and step on it. I attach it to the board like that, and then I come up here and I'll attach it up here as well. And then but I have to attach that other piece of wire to this piece right here before I can go any further, which I'll try to do that by myself in the morning. And hopefully tomorrow afternoon, I'll be able to this one's actually minding the electric fence. And Batman's minding the electric fence. Neither one of them this evening are going past it. But this one will not mind the electric fence. So he has to be on a chain. My baby has to be on a chain. Say hi, Riddler. Say hi, Riddler. And his chain is long enough. Hold it. Let Mama untangle you. This is Sorry, didn't mean to throw you on the floor. This is every 5-minute thing. This chain is long enough that Riddler, come in here, baby. Come here, baby. Come here. Come here, baby. Come here. You can come. Come here. Come here. Well, he got caught on the door. Right here. All right, come on. Oh, let's get you chair. All right. See, he's able to come all the way to his feed bowl here. He's got a water bucket out there, and he could come all the way to this side. He can get up on my bed and lay down if he wants to. So he has, and plus his cage is right here. He can get inside there if he wants to. So it's not like we're being cruel to him, and I don't leave him on the chain all the time. If I leave the house, he goes off of the chain and he goes in the house. Just so that he doesn't take off. Oh, goodness, baby. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. See, this is the kind of love that's causing my arms to bleed like this. You see where he just scratched me again. And then that's Joker. And that other one behind there is Batman. And the reason his name, come here, Batman. Come here, baby. Mama, see under your tail. Mama, look under your tail. Let me look under your tail. You can't see it because he won't put his tail up. But he has a Batman emblem in silver under his tail. And that's how he got the name Batman. And Joker goes with Batman. And then when we got Riddler, he just followed suit. He is a husky shepherd. So he's a silver shepherd. He's a black and tan. And he's a black and silver. So, and he is free to a good home. So I'll let you see tomorrow what more progress I'm able to make. This one's my protector. Say hi, Joker. He is my protector. I cannot take 2 steps without this dog being right beside me. If I had to have a dog with a service collar on, this one would be it. This one or Batman. Riddler, please. So I'm going to get off here and get a shower. So I got so many sticks and twigs and knots from sweat in my hair. But, so, do something nice for some. See, they even have a bowl. Whoops, you can't see. They even have a bowl of water in the house. And they're well taken care of. I love my babies. Sorry, my house. These are empty boxes that need to go to the trash. This is stuff that's got to be listed on my website. Hey, you! What are you mad about? What is your problem? Where are you having a connection? Huh? Where are you having a connection? Come outside. Come outside, Mama. See, you got yourself tangled up again. There you go, baby. There you go. There you go. There's my baby. Oh, you go. Oh, Mama. Oh, Mama. Say Mama. Say Mama. He's my boy. So anyway, tomorrow I'll show you how much more progress I make on getting the chain link up. Maybe I'll be able to let the dogs loose. All right. Hello. I am so sorry I did not go live tonight. I am sitting in the ER. You can see there. Everything. Just as Jane says, do you ever walk the dogs? When my husband's home, we take them to the El Dorado Lake and walk them on the dam. I can't walk them by myself because there's 3 of them. So I have to have my husband with me when we walk them. But he does like to take them and walk them across we walk 4.5 miles across the dam, which is about halfway, and then turn around and walk back to the truck. And the dogs get really tired from doing that. So I think we're going to shorten that a little bit, or carry water with them, because last time we did it, we forgot to carry water with them and they were really tired. So we took them down to the lake where they could get in the water, but the water smelled funny, so they wouldn't get in it. But they love to get in the water. They have a swimming pool out in the backyard that they get in and play and cool off and everything. But yeah, we do love to take them for walks. So. Fell today, and I landed on my left side of my body on a concrete block and smashed one of my leg parts and jammed my shoulder. And they're about to do x-rays. They're thinking it might be my rotator cuff. And if it's my rotator cuff, then I have to go to a different kind of doctor than I can be at the ER. But if it's just a broke rib or something, and then they can try to fix it here. So anyway, that's what's going on there. I did get my fence done, except for it's not concreted in yet. But I got my fence all put up even after I fell. And then I took the lady to the cat emergency doctor because it had puncture wounds and she didn't think the cat was going to live. So I took it to the vet. Yes, Justin, Jane, I was putting the fence up and I stepped over. I'll show you in a minute how I did it. I stepped over and I fell. This is the cat right here, what's up on the screen. This is the cat that they said one of my dogs had its head in its mouth and the other dog had its butt in its mouth. And this is supposed to be from a puncture wound, but it looks to me like the end of the cat's tail. But I don't know. I took the cat to the vet yesterday. It didn't have any blood on it anywhere. And
the cat's going to be fine. So let's go on.
At the emergency clinic, and it had 4 puncture wounds. They gave it an antibiotic and some morphine and a sub-Q IV, and sent the cat home and said it's going to be fine. So that's where we sat with that. $220 later, and the cat went home with her, and he's going to be fine. So, but I paid for it because my dog.
The day that my dog bit the cat, she told me that I had to pay to have the cat put down. Then I said, well, do you want me to come get the cat? I went and got the cat, and I went to get the cat, and she decided that she was afraid that it would be afraid of my dogs. So she wouldn't let me take the cat home with me. So then that night she's like, I don't think it's going to make it through the night. And I was like, what do you want me to do? What can I do? And she said, well, there's nothing you can do right now. She said, but tomorrow we'll try to get it to the vet. So we couldn't get it to the vet on Sunday. How many kids? I have one cat. I have one cat that goes inside and outside. And 6 baby raccoons. Their mom left them. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I used to feed a flying squirrel when we lived in Annieville, Arkansas. When Amanda Panda was about 13 years old, we had a flying squirrel that lived in the birdhouse out on the tree, and I would feed it out the back door. And it came in through a hole in the wall I didn't know was there, and it slept in my pajama drawer, and it had a pair of pajamas that it tore up, so I let it have that pair of pajamas so it wouldn't have to tear up anything else. But then it went out and got a girlfriend or something, and no, I never seen it again. So anyway, but her cat is fine, thank goodness. But anyway, she wanted me to take the cat, and then she didn't want me to take the cat, and then she wanted me to take the cat. And during this time, the neighbors told me that she was going to sue me, and they wanted my phone number. I thought they wanted money for some kind of illegal practices, and I said, I don't have a problem paying a vet bill, but I'm not giving anybody any money. Well, then the next day when the lady called me, she was like, I'm the one whose cat your dog's got. And I said, oh. I said, I don't know the guy's name, but he said that you were gonna sue me. And she said, I never said that, and started a big old stink. Well, yesterday when I went to get her, she said, do not get out of your truck when you come get me. She said, there's a lynch mob out here, and they're going to take you out. And I said, okay. So we ended up meeting at Walmart anyway because she wanted me to be safe. So, but I wasn't afraid of them. I didn't do anything wrong, and I was doing what was right. So then I ended up at the ER after. And Amanda Panda was not happy that I did not go to the ER and give up taking the cat to the ER. But I had a commitment.
One that bit her cat. So.
Oh, I forgot to tell you. After I paid the vet bill, the lady looks at me and she says, well, if you get right down to it, she said, my cat was outside, and he's an in-the-house cat.
But her cat's going to be fine. And I will be fine, but the chain link fence is up, so the dogs won't be able to get out again. And once I get the concrete in on the bottom, it'll be even better, and my dogs won't have to be on a chain or anything like that. So I just wanted to, I'll give you an update after I get x-rays and see if I could see anything. Or
Amanda says, I was just suggesting that you take the cat after you took care of yourself. Yeah, but the appointment was set for 4 o'clock, so I couldn't reschedule the appointment. So, and she told me herself she would not have believed me if I'd have tried to tell her I was going to the ER and I'd take care of her cat later. But so, but it all worked out in the end. Thank goodness I didn't have a punctured lung, and actually I didn't have anything wrong with me except I'm just bruised up. And yesterday I couldn't raise my arm any more than this, and today I can raise it up if I don't have anything in my hand. So, and I haven't gone to, my prescription came in just a little while ago, and I haven't gone and got my prescription filled. They're giving me lidocaine patches to put on because they wanted to give me a shot and knock me out last night for the pain. And I said, is it going to make me to where I won't be able to drive? And she said, yeah. She said, but you've got a driver with you. And I said, yeah, I don't want anything that strong in my body. I don't like to take strong medications like that. So that's why I'm going to get the patch, the pain patch to put on. I'm supposed to wear it for 12 hours and take it off and then put it on 12 hours later. So, but I refuse to take anything stronger like that.
whatever they're going to do. So thanks for being here. Okay, so here we are at the end of day 2. I look totally terrible.
Don't notice that I forgot to put my teeth in before I videoed that.
And we're in my backyard. And there we are. The brick is at the bottom of the fence. The fence is all up on the deal. There's concrete around the bricks all the way down the fence. These are all the rocks I took out from in front of the fence that weren't stopping the dogs from getting out of the yard because they were like busting whole boards. I'll show you. And see, whole boards busting out. So I am in so much pain today. So this is where I was when I fell yesterday. I was stepping from right there where those pointy bricks are, and I was stepping over this, and my foot slipped on the hose that's right there. This piece of metal wasn't there. And when I went down, I landed with my left leg right here on this block, and there was another block on top of that one, and I went down the side of that one and scratched my arm right there. I don't know if you can see it. It's back there, right there. Scratched my arm right there, and I jammed my shoulder, and I bruised 6 ribs on the under my femur, by my femur, under my arm. So anyway, then I went and took the lady's cat that my dog bit to the vet at 4 o'clock. I did this at 11:30 yesterday morning. At 4 o'clock, I took the dog to the vet, or the cat to the vet, and then I went to the ER last night, and they said that there wasn't anything broken. I just have bruised ribs. So, okay, the fence is concreted in down all this way. And then there's a gate here that's got barbed wire. And I couldn't get the gate moved because the trees growing through it. So I just brought the chain link around here and it's attached here and attached here. And then I put cinder blocks here. The dogs are not, Lord bless, not getting back out. And then my neighbors on this side over here are going to give me 8-foot chain link fence. So I'm going to go down the other side of the yard with. Come here, let's go see my beautiful babies.
Okay. I forgot I'd already showed you all 3 of them yesterday. But that's what happened to me yesterday. How do I do this? There we go. I forgot how to. But yeah, this is my arms right here, my right arm. This is my left arm. That's where I got scratched yesterday. And it's when Riddler jumps up on me, his claws are so sharp that they just scratch my skin because my skin's really thin. So yeah, that I look like that every time I go out around the dogs because Riddler jumps up on me, and then they'll heal, and then next time I go out after that, then he jumps up on me and he scratches me again. So Amanda Panda says, "Woman, you got to be careful. But keep up the good work." Now, this comes from a lady who built her own chicken coop down in Texas, okay? With the roof and the sides and the fence and all that. She did all that by herself. And so, if she can do it, I can do it. But my hands are so rough from all the cement and picking up them bricks and all that, but they'll get better. Underneath my fingernails, see, it's gray because I was digging my hands in the concrete to get it in between the bricks and stuff on the ground. So thank y'all for being here. Do something nice for someone. Is this right here backwards? It looks backwards in my camera. I'm reading it backwards. Wonder if I reversed my camera somehow. I don't know. I'll figure it out tomorrow. So thanks for being here. Do something nice for someone, even if it just be the reason they smile today. And get locked.